When teams receive intake documents, the challenge is quickly understanding what's there and what's missing. Key details, gaps, and next steps all need to be clear before anything gets approved. In this demo, I'm going to show you how a custom intake agent built with LangChain's agent builder turns a box folder into a structured review packet, all without writing custom code. I'm Andrew, Senior Developer Advocate here at Box. Let's get started. Here we have a box folder with a typical intake set. So one ID document and a few supporting files. You might see something like this one, for example. Now, this is the kind of folder that teams need to review before they can move forward, checking what's present, pulling out key details, and spotting anything that needs a follow-up. The goal here is to turn this folder into a review packet so that a human can actually use it and make a decision. Let's check it out. Before we look at the agent itself, let's see how LangChain is connected to Box, including the MCP setup and authentication. Over here in the settings page for Agent Builder, we've already added my Box OAuth credentials as a provider. Then, on the MCP servers page, we've also added our Box MCP server right over here. This will give our agent secure access to Box files and Box AI. So we'll close out of this. From here, let's now jump into the agent template that we're going to be using. Here's the Agent Builder template library. You can think of templates here as a reusable starting point for common jobs and tasks. We'll go ahead and select the Box Intake Review template. In short, this will create a new agent pre-configured to review a Box folder, extract key details, reason across documents, and write a review packet back to Box. We'll click on Create Agent. We'll hit Confirm. Great, looks like it's done. Let's go ahead and check it out. We'll click on Edit. Then we're going to minimize the sidebar, give ourselves some more space. So a few things I want to point out. First, we have the instructions for our agent. And it's actually pretty prescriptive in terms of workflow, guardrails, steps to take, those kind of things. And if we go back, you can also check out all the Box tools available to this agent. So for example, listing folder content, getting file content, a few AI tools, and also uploading files directly back to Box. Again, these are all tools securely available via the Box MCP server. Final thing to note, you can actually customize all this, but for this demo, we'll keep it all as is for now. At this point, everything's ready. So let's go ahead and do a test run on this intake review workflow. In the chat, we'll just use this prompt. Run the intake review workflow. We'll hit submit. When I run the agent, the first thing it does is ask a few scoping questions. Now, this is all intentional. Instead of hard-coding logic, the agent adapts based on the type of intake, what documents are expected, and which risks we want to prioritize. So for this one, we'll say customer onboarding and KYC. We'll hit next. Now, in terms of which documents we expect, our folder should have an ID in it. There should be a brokerage statement, a utility bill, and an invoice. We'll hit next. With regards to which risks to prioritize, just for good measure, we'll select them all. We'll submit our answers. Next, we'll provide the Box folder ID. We'll submit. All right, looks like it's done. Let's scroll back to the top and check out the thinking process. So in running the workflow, looks like the agent was listing the files, classifying each document using Box AI, extracting identity fields when applicable, summarizing supporting documents, and also performing cross-document checks for gaps or inconsistencies. Then, at the very end, it synthesized everything into a single review packet. Let's jump back into our Box folder and check it out. All right, back in Box, we now have an intake.md file saved directly in this folder. This file is a durable artifact that teams can actually use. So if we click on it, we'll see things like a high-level summary, documents detected, extracted identity fields, flagged risks or missing info, and also a few suggested next steps for a human reviewer. And there we have it. Just keep in mind that this is all designed to support review and approval workflows, not replace them. This agent turns a box folder of intake documents into a structured review packet using Box AI and LangChain's agent builder. It helps teams quickly see what was submitted, what was extracted, and what needs follow-up before approval. And all that was written back into Box as a durable artifact. So from here, you can clone the template, extend it to your own intake and risk requirements, and also use it as a starting point for automating document review workflows. For more on all things MCP, check out our docs. I'm Andrew, Senior Developer Advocate here at Box. See you next time.